Welcome to the second part of 10 Fascinating Facts and Behind the Scenes of Friends. Let's go see. When Kudrow found out she was indeed pregnant at the end of season 3, she immediately told the creators, Kaufman and Crane. Crane explained that she didn't want to hide her behind things during her pregnancy, so it was decided to go against the grain and write Kudrow's pregnancy into the show. The two came up with the idea of having Phoebe become pregnant through IVF to bear her brother's children and serve as a surrogate for him and his wife. However, when they first presented the idea to Kudrow, she hesitated. It was really early. I know it really helps the story, but if God forbid something happens to my pregnancy, I'm still stuck as a pregnant woman. Kaufman and Crane assured her that if something went wrong, they could easily change the storyline, and they continued.
Boss, remember back in college when he fell in love with Carol and bought her that ridiculously expensive crystal duck?
What did you just say?
During the reunion special, Schwimmer revealed that he and Aniston both had feelings for each other in different episodes of the show. But no result was ever achieved. I mean, the first season, I had a huge crush on Aniston. At one point, we were very much into each other, but it was like two ships passing because one of us was always in a relationship and we never crossed that line. We respected that. Aniston added, honestly, I remember telling David once that if the first time you and I actually kiss was on national television, it would be really bad for sure. The first time we kissed was in that coffee shop, so we just gave all the love and praise to Ross and Rachel. Friends had a number of famous guest stars, including Bruce Willis, who worked alongside Perry in the 2000 comedy, The Whole Nine Yards. In his 2020 memoirs, Perry wrote, Bruce wasn't sure the movie would work at all, and I bet it would. If he lost, he should appear in Friends as a guest. The film also became the #1 film in the US for 3 consecutive weeks, prompting Willis to appear for 3 episodes in season 6 of Friends as Paul Stevens, the father of a college girl Ross was dating. He also had a brief relationship with Rachel. Will's performance even earned him an Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series. Marcel was a staple of the show, Ross's pet for points in the first 2 seasons. However, the cast revealed during the reunion that Schwimmer in particular hated working with Monkey. He said, I love animals, I love mammals. I have no problem with animals, however. My problem was that it was obviously trained and should be done at the right time. It did, and it had to do it right, but what inevitably started to happen is, we'd sort of finish the sequences, but the monkey wouldn't do it right, so we'd have to start over because the monkey wasn't right. It did not understand. Kudrow said in a 2020 Actors on Actors Variety special with Aniston that one of his favorite scenes to film was when her character found out that Monica and Chandler were hooking up while she was at Ross's house. Phoebe saw them start to undress across the street and had a strong reaction, which she said she asked Perry for permission because she was inspired by his sarcastic humor. I'm like, my eyes, my eyes. This is what Matthew Perry said. I actually asked his permission before recording. Kudrow continued, I don't know if you've seen the rehearsals, but I'm like, my eyes, or I'll say it another way, and he's like, yeah, go for it.
Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Phoebe! Phoebe! Oh, okay! It's okay! It's okay!
James Michael Tyler, who died in October 2021, was originally only on the show as an anonymous barista to make the cafe look more real. However, over time, he developed his own character, Gunter, to have a personality and have endless love for Rachel, no matter how bad a colleague she was. He was especially known for his strange blonde hair, which was dramatically bleached, which turned out to be the result of an accident. I had a friend who wanted to be a hairstylist and wanted to practice bleaching someone's hair, so I offered to bleach what hair was left at the time, and it happened the night before my invitation, Tyler told BuzzFeed in 2014. It was the first day of filming in the first season. I bleached my hair every week for 10 years, but after a while I did it myself. In one of the favorite episodes of Friends, 6 friends each shared their worst Thanksgiving memory. For Joey, it was when he got his head stuck in a turkey that Monica was preparing as a meal, which Monica buried her head in later. Fortunately, turkey was a backup for the actors. It's not quite a real turkey. I think there's a lot of health issues with putting a turkey on someone's head, Crane told Entertainment Weekly in November 2016. Writer Greg Mullins added, I especially wanted a real turkey just because I wanted Matt to have to put his head in a turkey. The special equipment department did its job, but it wasn't there. He continued, the largest turkey ever sold is not big enough to hold a human head. I remember they came to us and said, we have to make it, and we made it out of foam. Friends was always trying to stay loyal to its audience. They filmed Friends in front of a live crowd and adapted and changed lines according to what elicited the best reactions. The builders did not hesitate to continue the reforms as much as necessary. Sometimes the filming continued until late at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. When they were shooting for such a long time, they kept changing the audience to keep them as fresh and energetic as possible. They sometimes laughed at the jokes because they knew the characters so well. Kaufman said they were ahead of us. During the show, viewers were introduced to Phoebe's identical twin sister, Ursula. However, since Kudrow didn't actually have a twin sister, she played both roles, and her real sister stepped in as a double. Director Kevin Bright told Entertainment Weekly in September 2019 that Kudrow actually hated filming the scenes, especially her sister's appearance in the role. Lisa didn't really have a good time doing them. She didn't like acting with a voiceover, he said, and in a way she could have made it harder for herself because her double was her real sister. Perhaps one of the most iconic, yet nameless, Friends characters was the ugly naked guy, who appeared several times off-screen as the ugly naked man in the apartment across from Monica and Rachel. Friends often saw her walking across the street naked, although she was mostly not shown, but on the few occasions she appeared in front of the camera, without even her face visible. The crew admitted that they had no problem finding someone to play him. Surprisingly, there were people who wanted to play the ugly naked guy. Kaufman told EA it's just from the back, they don't have any lines, it wasn't a test, just physical. What do we think? Thank you very much for being with us with this video, and thank you very much for being with the Stars of the World channel. If you like our videos, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel.